The next chapter is about to begin. Join us live every Tuesday and Thursday for brand new episodes of the American Contractor Show. Our mission is to bring you the latest tools, innovations, and knowledge to help you become the most informed contractor in your market. Knowledge is the ultimate power, and we are connecting you with the most knowledgeable minds in our industry. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. American Contractors, I hope you're ready. This one's for you.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the for changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
Good Thursday afternoon, everyone. Lead meteorologist Sean Choquette here for our daily hail forecast. And there actually is some hail in the forecast today. We'll jump into it in just a moment. Thanks as always to our sponsors, C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and RS Supplement and Balance Claims as usual, like in every video. Check it out in the description below. So weather headlines, yes, we actually have a hail chance today, and unfortunately, it's for folks in Oregon where there's been a lot of horrible fires recently that I'm sure you've heard about or seen the smoke from. That hail's possible there today. Hurricane Teddy is now a major hurricane, that was the most recent update. And we're also watching yet another system in the Gulf of Mexico that may turn into either Tropical Storm Wilfred or Tropical Storm Alpha, depending on how things all line up. We're already almost to that Greek alphabet. It's been a crazy tropical weather season already. So here we are. There's that hail forecast today for an area that unfortunately really does not need any more lightning, with the potential for more fires being brought up. But we do have a chance, $1 to $1.5 size hail, a surprisingly robust looking outlook here for everywhere from Portland down to Rosenberg. Looks like we could see some storms, some supercells pretty much moving south to north this afternoon around dinner time, a little bit before dinner time in Oregon, and hopefully they'll have a lot of rain with them and not too much, and not be dry thunderstorms. We don't want that. We don't want any more fires with already all the terrible fires that are ongoing right now. We want some nice heavy rain to try to get those fires under control. If we look at that feature radar here, it does in fact show quite a bit of thunderstorm activity forming again this evening after about around dinner time, moving south to north pretty quickly. Again, could have some $1 to $1.5 size hail with it. It's more of a wind threat and heavy rain. Again, hopefully heavy rain threat, but definitely more of a wind threat. So the hail chances are pretty low, and everything kind of winds down quickly a couple hours after dark. So again, we actually had a hail threat, and that's going to be the only one for this work week. No hail expected tomorrow, and it's looking likely there's going to be no hail going through the weekend either. So with that, all of our focus really does go into the tropics, and this is going to be probably the center point of our videos for the remainder of September. We have a lot of disturbances out there. Sally is officially now remnants of Sally. She has turned into a heavy rain and some tornado warning producer here in the southeast. We have Hurricane Teddy, now a major Category 3 storm. Vicky's still barely hanging on as a tropical depression, and we're watching an area here on a tropical wave off of Africa and the potential for something over by the Azores as well. So a lot of activity continuing here. I think we might be getting pretty far into the Greek alphabet this year. So this is Hurricane Teddy right now. I got the eye opening up a little bit. Again, a major hurricane upgrade to a Category 3 with up to 120 mile per hour winds, 957 millibar pressure, and that continues to drop. I know there's a Hurricane Hunter plane out there, and they found 950 not too long ago. Moving northwest, continuing at 12 miles an hour, and that is going to put Teddy in range of impacting Bermuda at the end of this weekend. Thankfully, it's looking like Teddy will peak probably on Saturday as a Category 4 and begin the weakening trend as he approaches Bermuda. It's kind of crazy. Bermuda just got impacted with Paulette, and almost exactly a week later, Teddy may be impacting the island as well. It's crazy. A tiny little island, but they get hit with hurricanes pretty frequently here in the Atlantic. So we also have the Gulf Invest 90L, which will possibly, if this gets its act together and becomes a tropical storm before the tropical wave out in the Atlantic, this would be Wilfred. If not, it'll be Alpha. And it's looking like right now a lot more convection popping up. You can see those the more intense storms kind of popping up here. Not too much in the way of organization yet, that's why it's not an actual storm. But it looks like over the next day, probably possible by the end of today, this will be the next tropical depression. Here is where this system is modeled to go as of right now. It's going to kind of meander around here in the western Gulf of Mexico over the next 5 days. There is absolutely no agreement on where exactly this thing will end up going once it forms. Big thing to just kind of take away, models have a really difficult time with tropical systems until they have actually formed, and even then they've had a very difficult time this year with intensity. So just take with a grain of salt. So I'm going to keep an eye on something for Texas to keep an eye on especially, and when we look at another area, I mean this is all the ensembles, the American model, anything's possible with this. So it's going to be a while, something else to watch. The Gulf of Mexico, you guys are on high alert basically for over a month straight at this point, and it's just going to keep on rolling here as we are again in a very hyperactive tropical pattern. So that's all we got for you guys today. Subscribe to our YouTube, follow our Facebook, hit see first so you don't miss any posts, follow our Instagram or Twitter, all that great stuff simply at HailTrace, so you don't miss any of our updates, any videos, any live videos, any content that we post, whatever it may be. You can also give us a call at 855-334-4245 with any comments, questions, or concerns. You got separate training, first time here, whatever. You can give us a call, you can email us as well if you don't like talking on the phone too much, and of course check out our website for more details. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you again tomorrow at 12 p.m. where we'll give a full update on the tropics and maybe not a little surprise hail threat. Well, you never know. So have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow.